Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a review on the new Australis highlight and contouring kit, the cream version. So if you would like to see my first impression on it, please keep watching. When you watch YouTube reviews, you sort of have to bear in mind that other people's opinion are not always going to be the same as yours, so you sort of have to take in mind your own personal preferences. But so today I'm going to do a review on the Australis AC On Tour Contouring and Highlighting Kit, the Light Complexion in Cream. So I actually didn't know they came out with one until I saw a post on Instagram by Happy Laura. Yeah, so and then also watched her first impression on this product, and I really wanted it so bad, and luckily my sister's boyfriend actually got this one for me from Australia, because I don't think it's in New Zealand at the moment. I don't exactly know when it's coming out in New Zealand, but I got mine from Australia thanks to my sister's boyfriend. So today I'm going to do a demo on how I use this palette, and I'll do like a close-up of it so you know exactly what it looks like. So excuse my face, I've only have my eyes done, and also I've applied my foundation. So it looks exactly the same as the powder contour that they did come out with a few months ago, and it's the same thing. They do have things on the back so you know exactly how to use it. The one thing I like about this one is it does come with a big mirror. It's very handy because the powder contour that they came out with didn't have a mirror, and this one did, so that was pretty cool. Just gonna cover that. So this is what it looks like. So pretty much you get your highlighting on the bottom and the contouring at the top. So I'm gonna swatch the highlight. So it's got to swatch that just to see the pigmentation of it. Whoopsie. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. So that one's is very like a yellow base, sort of banana. That's definitely great for highlighting. That has a peachy sort of colour, and that has a lot more pink. It's a little bit sticky and tacky when you feel it, but it does feel really creamy. Quickly swatch the contour side. So the contour is not as creamy as the highlight shade from the feel of it. So it's gonna be an awkward swatch. Yeah, it's very warm tone, so I don't know how it's gonna work with contour. It's more like a bronzing color, but I don't know about the contour, so I'm gonna try that. And yeah, I suppose you can only do a demonstration to see what it looks like. I'll do what I normally do and apply my highlighter first. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the banana shade, which is the yellow tone cream, and I'm just going to apply that where I want to highlight. So I normally just apply it with my finger anyway. So I'm just going to place that under my eye. It's very, very creamy. It doesn't have any smell or anything like that. It's quite thick, and hopefully it works out quite well. Cream products are perfect for those who like natural makeup. So that's what the highlight looks like. I might look a little bit funny. Okay, so now I'm just going to use like a small blending brush. What I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to try use this product right here in the middle, and I'm just going to use that to contour my face. So we'll try this. It was a little bit more pinky than I want. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so that's definitely not going to be a good contour shade for me. I might just have to mix that with the darker shade on the palette just to see if it makes a difference. Oh, that's better. I mean, I would have liked it if a lot more cool tone, but we'll see how it goes. Oh god. Alright, so now I'm going to apply a little bit on here. I'm really hoping this blends well because I really have to. I'm actually going out somewhere after this and I don't want to look really silly. Right, so that's pretty much how I do my highlight and contour. So now I'm just going to try to blend it with my sponge. This is Chi Chi. I'm just going to blend the highlight shade first. Really hoping. It blended quite well though. Yeah, I have no issues with that. It's actually blendable. I don't know if you can see that. Right, so that's not too bad. Right, now I'm going to try blend the contour. Oh my god. It does take a longer time because you have to blend it, you have to get the right consistency of it. To me, I like using cream and then setting it with a powder. Okay. Oh god. Okay, that's not really blending as well as I thought it would. Alright, so I blended that, but practically disappeared and I really can't see it anymore. Maybe I'll just apply just a little tiny more. Okay. I suppose you sort of have to build up the colour, blend slowly and gently, and try not to rub, like sort of pat the contour shade. I'm literally just building it up so it's a lot more opaque. Because as you can see, when I actually blend it in with my sponge, it just pretty much disappears. So I'm just going to apply a few more layers until I get the desired sort of darkness. I'm not too sure if this is the only shade that they have. Like, I don't know if they have the darker complexion version of it, but I've only seen the light complexion ones on their Instagram, and I haven't seen any for darker shades. So I'm hoping they will come out with that one soon so I can try that, because I don't know if I need to try the darker version, because obviously the lighter version, it's not doing so well for me. I mean, to contour my nose, it's actually quite nice. It's not so bad at all. It blends well. It doesn't leave a harsh line. The highlight sort of disappears. It doesn't stay highlighted for long. I mean, I can work with that, but it's definitely time consuming just building up the colour. You can sort of see on this side, but this side is just... Yeah, I will definitely have to add a few more layers and actually blend it together, just so I can actually see a more opaque colour. Right, I'm going to try it one more time to see if it makes much difference on the third layer. Alright, that's a lot better. I mean, it's not so hard to blend, but it's not the softest one to blend, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see a difference? I can definitely see it on this side, but not so much on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply some lighter shade on the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to apply the lighter shade to accentuate the colour. Alright, so I'm just going to go finish off my makeup and I'll get back to you and I'll tell you a lot more of what I think of it. Alright, so I've done my makeup and I've just applied my makeup in normal ways I would apply it. So I have not changed any sort of routine because I wanted to actually see how it actually blends with the skin when I actually use it part of my makeup routine on a daily basis. So that's the only way I can tell what the product is like and how I'm going to like the product. Right, so Alright, so out of all the shades from this palette, my favourite one is definitely the banana shade. I mean, I don't actually know when I'm going to use this 2-color here. And as you can see, I actually made an indentation in there. That's how creamy they are. All the highlight shades are very creamy, so don't actually put your finger too hard on it. I made that mistake and actually dented, especially that one there. And these ones are not as soft to touch. I mean, they are soft, but not as soft if compared to the highlight shade. So they're definitely thicker compared to the highlight shade. The only one I like out the contour shade is this one, mixed a little bit with that, because I found that this one is a little bit more pinky. It has a pinky undertone to it, so when I actually use it as a contour shade, it didn't really work for me. I'm guessing it is a light complexion, so the lighter fairer skin would have a little bit more ivory skin tone with a pinkish skin tone, so they would actually more suitable for that, whereas I'm more neutral but more towards a warm skin tone and yellow undertone, so I think this one has a lot more pink in it than I would actually want. So I'm definitely wanting to see if their Australis is going to come out with a medium to darker skin tone. I'm definitely wanting to try that. So blendability, it blends really well, especially the highlight. I didn't actually try the other ones. I only swatched it. It seems very soft and blendable. The contour shade, on the other hand, it wasn't as easy to blend as you could actually see, and I had to apply probably 3 to 4 layers to actually get a pigmentation on my cheek when I actually blend it with the sponge. But I mean, it's very time consuming, but it's fine. I mean, you have to work with it. Is it worth the money? I suppose I think it's $22, I believe. I'm not too sure on the price because I didn't actually buy it. My sister's boyfriend actually bought it for me, so I'm guessing my sister paid for it. If you want to try it, go ahead. It's not available in New Zealand at the moment. It's just in Australia. And I'm actually really happy that I actually managed to get my hands on it. Out of all the shade, I'm definitely just going to be using the banana shade and the dark shade to contour. And I actually do like the shade. It is a first impression. I'm just going to try see what works well for me and go with that. I actually want to try the contour shade using a brush because I feel like this sponge was taking a lot of its color away and blending it into my skin, so I might have to try that with a brush to see how it go. And I do highly recommend setting this with a powder. Like I said, it is a little bit more tacky and sticky when you actually have a feel of it. It's very soft but tacky. You need to set it with powder to be able to actually make it last all day. I might use one of these as a concealer to conceal any sort of imperfections that I do have on my face sometimes, because they do look that similar to my skin tone. I mean, I would have to mix this two together to get a perfect match to my skin. Overall, I do like it. It does look a little bit cakey underneath the eyes though, if you look really closely. Definitely use a sponge to actually blend these out, because it's a lot more sticky and a lot more thicker. So if you want a more natural sort of highlight and you don't want it to be too cakey underneath the eye, I highly recommend using a sponge. I do like the look of it with the finished product. I have no issues whatsoever. I'll definitely say this product is definitely something that you should try yourself, because I feel like you either love it or hate it product. At the moment I do like it. I will have to work with it to see if I do like it in the long run, if that makes sense. I don't exactly know when they're coming out in New Zealand, but if they do come out, do get your hands on it, try it yourself, see if you like it. So I highly recommend trying it yourself. Today is just a first impression on what I think of the product, and I will have to try it a few more times to see if I do end up liking and loving it, and actually to see if it will be included into my daily makeup routine. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully I have given you enough information about the product. It's affordable in a drugstore sort of side of makeup. I definitely highly recommend trying this yourself, see if you end up liking it, and do let me know if you did or why it didn't work for you. So I hope you enjoyed this first impression of the Australis Contour and Highlighting Cream Palette, and until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye! Shimmer in it. It's quite pigmented in black. You can definitely see a shimmer in the black, but it's quite a nice sort of color.